Football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Stop your whining.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They had trouble stopping the run last week in the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson leaves his one with Penny. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, flying 90.
50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense, no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? They have the ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down. I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Man,
I got you. Man, I got you.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check.
Alert.
Throwing is Wilson.
Get off the field, defense.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Hey, 50's the mic. Run left.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Jason Myers on for the...
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Wilson. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got one. Short. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Yeah. Let's go right here now. Hey, watch that.
Now Murray throwing on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Off. Mike's 5'4".
Watch the slant.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Let's go. Go to base. 7. Coming to you.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the 25 on second down, Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that. Right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. He finds an opening past the 40.
You ain't doing nothing today.
22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
I got you, punk.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Yeah, baby. Yeah,
No gain on the play there, second down.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Shit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Check pass.
57. Mike, 57.
Let's go. That's it. 7's to Mike. Watch 57. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on second down. Murray going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10.
Mike 57. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Smell. 57's to Mike. 57's to Mike.
Hey, come on,
Let it go.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Hey, tight.
Double tight.
Hey!
Throwing again on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8.
You better bring it. I'm letting you left. You better bring it.
18. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Here we go again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
19. 56.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hang with us.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Last stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 40.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, Murray gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
SOS, 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 SOS.
On the counter, Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks 46-yard line.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
57's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. He might be throwing off his accuracy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
Right here, double count.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. To throw is Wilson. On the move to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He can't hang. He's not hanging.
Here's Penny on the counter. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you've won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. First down, Arizona.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, son. I got you, son.